Hey guys, how's it going? May 14th, 2018, just past 9 p.m. As I've promised, back in. And things are pretty much the same when I left a couple of hours ago, so... Except we got the hump engines there, and whatever I left behind sitting... Is that where I left them sitting? No. These are the engines. Oh, that was dumb. I actually left the bells on? That was dumb. Here, I'll turn my lights off too. Do I have to shut everything down? I guess I should. Not that other engines aren't running. It's not nice leaving the bells on. I didn't think I did that. Okay. So, we'll make things nice and easy for myself at first. So I gotta get myself down here. And so I got no choice really but to get to the other end. Sometimes you get lucky and you get those little cross tracks, but yeah, it's alright. Okay. So we'll AI recruit it and try to, on the fly, figure out what the hell we're doing without running into anything. It's a good start. Yeah, we want him down there. Keep going. Nope, 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 nope. Can't do that. I don't want you there. But you can certainly go that way. Then we'll set it up on this end when he flies through here. Actually, I'll set up position there. And then over at this side, we will get a... Oops. I want to make sure the crossovers are lined. I'm sure they are, but just in case. They're all manual. Doggy doggy. Do I not get lights at these? How come there's no lights at these ones? I never noticed that before. There's no lights? Why don't we get lights for these? I never noticed that. All the time I've been in West Colton, I have never noticed there's no lights at these. Huh. There's no lights, there's no nothing. I wonder why that is. I've never noticed that before. Okie dokie. I'm not too sure why that is, but hey, there's a train. Cool. So he ain't gonna go too far anyways, so we'll see how far he goes here. He's gonna go about that far. Hopefully the switches are unlocked, which they are. Oops, yeah, I had it right the first time. Carry on. And okay, so yeah, you'll suffer right around that time, which is perfect, because then I'll take him over. Oh, control 1. There he is. Right on time. Relinquish when he stops. Throw that once he's out of there. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh, I thought you could fleet these. Guess you can't. Gotta wait till he's out of the way. Okay. Fine. Off we go. Okie dokie. Smoky. So I should be okay somewhere around here. He'll wake me up when he comes. While he's doing that, I'll grab myself another snack. Be right back. Oh, looks like ski's on. All right. Okay. There's my engine way down there. I was going to ask Mike about the cars sitting in there. Oh, no, that's Syracuse I'm thinking of. Put the bell on. And we'll double check. Make sure everything is set up for him to go, which I believe it should be. So we got a reverse, normal, normal, reverse, bunch of normals, and off to the hump you go. Perfect. Okay, I'm not sure what condition he's in, but we'll find out. But for now, oh, you know something? I'd rather go over here. I like this one better. It just looks cooler. I think it looks cooler. I like the whole tower feel here. Okay. It has been, it could be well over a year since I've humped West Colton. It's very possible. But I've always liked this tower. I love the fact that they did the interior. And I think they have something similar at Union, if I'm not mistaken. Get it up to notch 3. But it's really cool. You go inside the... Of course, you know, it doesn't have any floor or anything like you're going to fall through, but... That one doesn't have the interior, but this one does. And you can pretty much... Just waiting for the speed to get down to 10. Now this isn't as relaxing as a job as Barstow can be. I believe you're going downhill, if I recall. So you've got to, you're at this point you're starting to go downhill quite a bit. Yeah, see, I'm already going downhill. So now I'm on dynamics. And I believe I'll be on dynamics for most of the run. So I'm watching the speeds. By rights, I should be under 10 if I'm going over any reverse switches, which I will be shortly. But then you can see everything else that's going on. I can take the hump controller and pull the configuration from host. There you see it's all updated. So I'm not too sure if it's going to show me what I have, but anyways, I'm going to make sure I'm well aware of him coming through. So I got lots of dynamic on this. I believe I got all the engines going, but I'm not sure. That's kind of cute. Watch the time. See the shadows? It goes and then it resets itself. Watch, boom. I was like, I thought I had an optical illusion going on. I was like, what the hell's going on? Wow, I'm up to dynamics of 60. I was trying to figure out why it looked like something was disappearing, and it's the clock that sets back. So it pops up to 1810 seconds, or 11, then it pops back. And you can see the shadows drawing near that first pull on the right. And it's doing it for a bunch of them too, which is kind of funny, but... There, I got speed somewhat under control now. So yeah, you have to modulate the yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, you've got to modulate the dynamics pretty much there. I'm just taking a cheating view here. There he comes. All right, so he's about to come through. Did I go through the right one? I don't know. Yeah, sort of. Good enough for me. I was already cheating, so. But regardless, it's still relaxing. You just have to keep an eye on the speed. You can't use the speed control on this. You're going downhill throughout, so it's, I would say, I'm just trying to remember the other ones if they're like that. I don't think so. I believe both Selkirk and Waycross are both going uphill before it goes down. This is the only one that goes downhill, so this is the most challenging hump you're going to get, as far as I know, as far as I recall anyways. So having a rail driver is a good idea, although it's not mandatory. And you really have to be paying attention to the speed. You don't want to, like, see, I'm already at 10.8. If I was at the hump and, you know, all of a sudden I'm going over speed, if you're going too fast, you're going to miss the switches. So for me personally, I want to be in the range of 2 to 3. 3 is my absolute high. I do not want to touch that. I would much rather be closer to 2, maintaining, and then just have that happy. See, it's already gaining again. There comes the cars now. So I'm up to 70 dynamic. So far I'm keeping it from going 11, barely, but that's, I mean, a lot slower. It's a lot easier to handle because then, you know, it's not going over the grade and changing as much. You're not using as much power. By the time it gets up to the hump, of course, I want to get it down below 3, but so far so good. I don't mind 10.8. You know, it's fine. But let's just see how much drawing power I have at full dynamics. Man, that thing's heavy. Well, there's another thing you gotta watch out for. I believe all engines are active, but I'm not positive on that. Let's just see here how much room I do have. I should be okay. If not, I'll start using some of the Indy. Right now I'm just using full dynamics to get it back into the range we want. But as I've said earlier, I mean, the absolute variety that's available now has really made me start thinking much more about California. Not to run as a server. I don't care about that. I'm not even gonna consider that. You know, it's, as far as I'm concerned, this does everything that I, you know, need or want. To do what I would really want requires a lot, just a little bit more manpower. But it's damn, you know, it's damn close. And you know, you got to have the manpower, right? And these guys, the admins, are doing quite a bit as it is. And that was always a thing. We were always pushed, you know, beyond our limit and everything like that. So that's kind of normal. Okay. I brought it below full. I should have kept it going. It was losing too much speed. Now I gotta watch out here. There's a bit of a hill going up, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I'm already. I don't like it. Let me just go over here. No, I'm not liking it. I need full independence now. Do not like that. That'll slow it down. Let's Going too fast for my liking. Okay, now I'll release the indies. Wow, I'm gonna need. Are you kidding me? That thing is this heavy? Are you kidding? Wow. That's crazy. I don't remember them being that heavy. So I got full dynamics on, modulating the indie. Okay, I'm down to 1.1 now. It didn't look like that big of a train. The only thing I can think of is I don't have all engines online. So I'll let it go for a second. I'll watch it. But I want to see what's going on with this thing. I guess it's bigger than I thought it was. Okie dokie. See, it's creeping up now. I believe the master was on. Let me double check on that. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, back to Indy. Full Indy again. The hump controller wasn't on. Find the sweet spot here. There you are. So what happened there? It wasn't tagging, and I was like, or paying attention to the thing there. I didn't know what was going on. Okay. We'll use full Indy for now. I didn't want to do that. I may just use the Indy. We'll see. We'll see how I like it. It's already saying it's at 3.5 miles an hour. So it's not too bad. I'm not using any dynamics. I've got Indy set right now. Trying to get the happy spot for the moment. So he's down to 1.1. You got to play around with it. It's a little too slow for my liking. So I'm just playing with the brake chamber to get it to where I like it. So 10, it's starting to take off again. Can't remember the name of the job that's here. Maybe I'll take a quick look, even though I gotta watch what I'm doing too. 218, 217. Bunch of Run8 Western stuff. Okay. YWC 31R. I don't think that's what I need. Okay, now I gotta watch the break again. Yeah, it's not showing me. Between brake chamber 12 and 14 right now seems to be getting me the optimal. In fact, I gotta go down to 11. Okay, well, we'll try 10 again. As the car starts dropping more loads and you move a little bit along the grade further, it starts to modulate a little bit more. I'll just keep it on that position for now. Now it's going to 217. So again, just like Barstow where I did the other night, you're watching for the change in the tracks. Right now I'm modulating between about BC 10 to 11. It picks up a little bit too much and then it's like really fine tuning. Okay, so there's your 205. So the Prox tank car is going to go the other way when we see it. There's the two center beam flats, I believe. Now you'll start seeing the switches start throwing to get you over to 205. There's a couple tank cars. There he comes. Can't quite see that other switch. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. So that was the first switch that changed. Everything else went the same. Okay, I'm down to 1.6 now, so I can probably drop it to about 8. Now I've used tags or I've used industries, like when I've run the server, I've actually have all the bull tracks as a fake industry so that I can basically see a list of everything. Then you can even add the lengths and calculate how much room you really have, but the best way to do it is just to visually keep an eye on things. Wow, I'm getting down to 1.9. Might need throttle pretty soon. I think at some point you do need throttle, if I'm not mistaken. You have to have brake at the beginning, and then I believe you need throttle towards the end or something. I can't remember. Like I said, it's been probably well over a year now. So I'm really playing around, like the brake chamber is down to 7 now. I've got no throttle. It's just rolling down the hill right now, the whole train. And unlike Barstow, where I can have the bar that shows on the top, I need to keep an eye on the values. So I mean, I got my rail driver here, and I can take a look at this. I got it set for speed. So I can keep an eye on that if I wanted to, but it's much easier for me to pay attention to the factors. I got the bell running on the engine, so that'll get my attention. There's a change again at 218. So after the box cars, there'll be a tank car that goes over the other way. You'll see there goes the first switch right there. The one on the left just reversed itself. So we're going back into 218 again. .217 is I think the last one it went into, and there was, I think originally it was going into 218. But yeah, it's you know, it's amazing. You take a step back for a while, and then you just breathe a little bit. We know I don't need to go over all the issues that are still there. They're gonna fix a lot of them. Others they may never recognize, quite frankly. And you know, still, regardless, I've never taken away that this is the best train simulator on the planet. And it is. You cannot beat this. Yeah, I see people talking about this and that, and you know, it's this for this, and you know, I need this platform for that, and blah blah blah. Well, yeah, I understand that. My point wasn't to say that, you know, it was an opinion or anything like that. It was I guess it is an opinion, but if you need a platform for something else, well then that's for something else. Then you know, if it's Steam you're looking for, well then you found something else that's the best Steam simulator. I mean, I suppose train simulator is kind of vague. Prototypically modern train simulator? Okay. Or physics? I don't know. I mean, you can go so far. I'm just still playing with a modulation of the brake. Down to 7 now. See now, yeah. See now I'm down to 0.5 miles an hour. If I can get the brakes off, then I can set the speed control again. I'm pretty sure I can keep it too. We're down to 0.1. I can't quite let go of the brake yet. I still have some independent, but it's really getting crested by the looks of it. I'm gonna let it go now. Let's see how far that brings us. It looks like it's about to crest. Maybe not yet. Yeah. I was like, engines. That's cool. I was like, I'm hearing engines. I'm like, what? It's like, how's that possible? Okay, I gotta pay attention again. That's cool. So yeah, it was almost up to 3 miles an hour there. Well, it was over it actually, but I gotta watch out for 218. I may have to trim it. In fact, I'm gonna go take a look. What we got? YLA 70R. I'll go take a look at the how much room we got here. Not much. Really? I'm not too sure why that did that. Too many cars went through a single switch. The covered hopper. I'm not sure why that happened, because the switches never change. I think just the covered hoppers are being goofy. Well, looks like I had to stop it anyways because, well, I got 2 more cars. YLA, let me see, take a good look at it here. So what do we got? 51, 70, 71, 68, 78. I think. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to trim 51. Or, 78. Well, hold on a second here. $51. 51, 78, 68. $51, 78, 68. I gotta see this for a minute. Well, it looks like it's all going to it's all going down to 218. Okay, the hump controller's off. Which is good. We want that. I just want to make sure I've set it correctly. 7051. 7051. No, I'm not too sure about YJY though. Well, I guess YJY. Let me just double check. No? 68 and 78. Okay, I gotta see what's next in line for this. So, what happens here? Oh, I see. So I've got an issue with I've got an issue now with see, it says trim is needed, which I'm going to have to. $217. Okay, that's 107. So in this case here, now let me just take a look at West Colton in and see what we got going on. If anything has been assigned. So this is where I've got to see what's going on here. It says to trim, but now I got to make sure I know what the hell I'm doing. Well, YLJ78 is already I'm totally confused now. Hold on a second. In 412, oh, I see. So why is it built? It's assigned. Well, it's a little weird. Unless that's a trim power. Which it could be, but I don't think it is. That's odd. See, what's weird is I got a bowl track. I'm not 100% sure. Actually, there's a lot of trains that have a lot of power on it. Okay, I thought... Hold on a second, what's going on here? See, it's a sign, but it's not released. So the hump controller, this is where I don't know what those symbols are and what they are for. Somebody does, but 218 See, the issue that I'm having now is I don't think I really don't know what the operating plan is in regards, and this is where, if you're not sure, this is where you asking him in which ski is. And even say, well, I guess I'm still an honorary min or whatever, if I still am, I don't know. But even if I was an admin and not familiar with something, you know, regardless if you're an admin, user, whatever, stop and ask somebody. This yard is very, very filled, and I noticed that almost right away. There is a lot of stuff in there. I've never seen. I mean, I've seen West Colton full before, but man, that is pretty intense. Which is cool. I mean, I like it. I think it's really cool. I'm just not too sure why there's 2 units here. To me, that should be released if there's 2 units. Ah. Okay. So that's J yard. Okay, so let me just take a look at the or not the matrix. That's what I used to call the matrix. Not this, but yeah, I don't want to. This is where I get a little worried about messing somebody up. Departure, bowl. Okay, that's the bowl. Choose below. Okay. See, I see JY is assigned at 412. At 2615. I'm confused about how I'm going to trim this here. Okay, wait, let's just see. Okay, so yeah, I've never seen. When I looked at the departure yard and I saw that, I was like, "What the hell?" Okay, so like so JY is assigned for 412. It's got room. It's got 4,840 feet. There's still more. The problem is I don't think we have enough. I see what they're saying now. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe they're trying to basically consider releasing the bull. Okay, so I see 1, 2. Maybe I misunderstood, or 1. I see 4. Now, did I get this wrong? 501, 414, 435, 436. $501. $414. 414 is 6 over. Okay, where did I see? I saw the engine. They were further back or some stupid thing. Okay. Shouldn't be a trim, not with those 2 units. But it is JY, so I don't know. Yeah, that's the only oddball thing. Had there been cars and I could build up more with it, I just don't understand why those engines are sitting halfway. Then I can go ahead and trim, but I can see this yard's going to get clogged up really quick. It's already, I see 1 track still open. What are they trimming? Are they trimming from this end? Oh. Hee. Looks. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, what can you do? Holy crap! Yes. Anyway, crap! I mean, the bowl, well, yeah, I suppose it would work better with the bowl. Hump controller should still be off, I believe. Just making sure that I don't screw them up. I don't know what's in 411. Oh boy, I'm going too fast. Yeah, not too bad. Oh man. It's over on the other side of that yard there. Must be, oh, rail car facilities or whatever the hell that is, I guess. Okay, hang on a second here. I didn't notice that until now. What the hell is that? Is that like that's the rail car facilities. Okay, so that's 70R. Okay, May 14th at 1921. Okay. 217, 438. What's that like? 1256 is in 217. 1256 is in 217. We've got I'm just wanting to make sure. 1256 at 217. Okay, well that might explain it. It's off to the side. So they got 4 trains that are released, but I don't know when they're going. I don't think there was anything on the forum, but I'll check it anyways. Ah, crap, did I just click onto something? Probably. if there's anything. Not saying there is, but you never know. Alright, so no, there's no post. Okay. So I got the hump power out of the way. Alright, wonder if I don't know if the departure can really be used. No, because you have to go through the hump. Although I think you can go by way of 201. Man, not really. Yeah, it's a little bit of a mess to do that. But you can go through the rail car. Yeah, you can. Via the rail car facilities, I guess. I haven't switched too much at West Colton, so it's because I'm looking at this right now and I'm seeing the two arrivals, which is fine. I mean, there's plenty of room down here for something. Question is, does it cause an issue? Well, as far as I can tell, it can be done. And at the other end, there's a dwarf signal that will allow trains to exit. So it looks like it's doable. If need be. Ski's working on something, so I'll let him do his. Yeah, it looks like, see, this has been, you got LA 51. Oh, Jesus. 51 and 70. And it looks like it's already blocked. No, it's not blocked. I thought it might have been blocked. It looks like you got loads. Question is, was that an inbound supply train? Okay, so there's goes 17. Just seeing what the heck they had set up to go. Back to the list here. Work list. I think he's doing 438. I know he's pulling 217, but I didn't quite check where he was going. All right. No, it doesn't. It probably needs more than that. Where are we at here? Oh, it's Yuma sub, okay. Well, 2.5 to Palmdale. 3? Why is it 3? Via BNSF. Really? Okay. I'll try. Here, let me try 2.5. Okay, what do we have? He already told me the track, but I forget it now. I know there was an overflow in one track, but I can't remember which one. I think it was 411 or something like that. Yeah, it must be 411. Okay, so 411. Now I'm gonna have to do all kinds of fun stuff here to get to there, I think. Yeah, because I gotta go all the way. Gotta go back up 908. And then cross myself back. That's cute. I was gonna say our pings are about the same. That was weird. I don't know if that was a frame hit or what the hell that was. That was just strange. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Was I on the right track to begin with? Nah, not really. I'm gonna say 411 is one of these babies. Which Which one's that? I'm not sure. Oh, okay, it must be that one. I imagine my frames are getting hit. Yeah. They are what they are. Now, did I switch that or did I forget? Looks like I forgot. Alright. I'll get it right. Then I'm going to ride that thing in. Ooh, getting past my bedtime. Gonna be tight, but I can get around the other way if necessary. Looks like I might have to. But I'd rather not connect to that. And we'll see how tight I can get it. Should have gone down the other straight line and then come across. But I thought I had room, so. Okay, it's gonna stretch back now. Ah, figures. Alright, fine. Well, that's okay. We'll go that way. And then go that way. That'll work. That's just a sample of some of the manual labor it takes to get the stuff done. Oh man. So just a two DPU units. And that'll be set. Save myself some time here. MWC Tulsa. Let me just take a look here. Ah, what the hell is it? Ugh, what is wrong with this damn mouse today? Okay, let me edit my response. Where's my train comments? Wait, track number. So yeah, just winding things down for the night, guys. That was a little intense. The yard's a little clogged, but we managed. Fixed. So you just fixed the registry entry. There we go. Okay guys, that will be it for tonight. So that was fun. I only get 2 hours tomorrow, but you know, it's the way it is. Maybe a little bit more. Alright, exit simulation, and we're all set. I'll put my trusty calculator away. Anything else that I got open? So yeah, he just fixed that. There was, I don't know what I did wrong there. I think it had to be a set to it or whatever first, or I don't know. But, and the length didn't go because we didn't calculate the length, but we should be fine. It's up there. It's not that bad, but it's up there a little bit. Actually, it's not bad at all, considering. It's probably around 4,000 feet or so. So 905 is open. Everything else looks good. Everything else I think is the way it's supposed to be as far as I know. I don't know if I'm supposed to put a registry entry after I do the work for the hump. I haven't figured that out. As far as I know, the admins do that, but I don't know for sure unless they tell me to, so I could be wrong, but oh well. I used to make these rules. Now I just follow them, or try to, or break, well, follow them and break them, or try not to break them. I just try to pay attention. Anyways, but we're having fun anyway, so who cares? So yeah, that's cool. So we'll have fun tomorrow night too, and there's a lot of cool trains to take. I'll tell you that much. So I don't know what's all leaving when or what's going on, but I haven't really taken. Actually, you know something? Let's take a look at the schedule here. I'm just curious what's leaving when. So we're at what are we at now? Are we at the 7 o'clock mark in the thing? I can't remember. No, we're not that far yet, are we? Oh, maybe we are. Well, that's a part. Oh, okay, here we are right here. We're at the 6 o'clock mark. So these are the trains that, well, unless there's some, okay, there's Tulsa, he's delayed. So he'll probably be one of the first ones out. I don't know what else. I think Barlack was another one. He's coming. Wow, we got Bar West Colton. We got. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on here. Where's Barlack, anyways? I didn't see it. I want to take a look at that. So I'm not too sure what I got. I'm. Oh, okay. Oh, hold on a second here. So A4 leaves right at the start of the session, which, you know, it's going to Chicago. It's tempting. So I might be able, if somebody doesn't have it, I may pick this thing up at what's that damn station? If somebody doesn't take this one, I'm gonna grab it at thing. I know what I'm talking about. Seriously, I know what I'm talking about. But that one's leaving at 10 after. Yeah, there's a station stop at I don't know what the hell you call the damn thing. I know the name of it. Amtrak schedule. Duh. That ain't it. Riverside, yes. Well, Riverside's not till 1928. Oh, I'll take it before then. Hell, I might even be able to take it at Fullerton. Yeah. If I can get my... Oh, that's gonna be tough. But I'm gonna try for Fullerton, because this is right around the time that I get home. Will be about 1:45. And if I could hurry up and get it all set up, then I'll be good. That'll be fun. What will that give me? How far will I get? Victorville. Really? That's it? Alright. I thought I would have got further than that. Wow, that's neat, huh? There's Kingman. That's pretty cool. I like that schedule. So, yeah. Kind of cruising into Victorville by the end of the session. That's neat. Well, we'll see. It's, you know, however people want to do it. Let's see what we got here. What else we got going on? I wanted to see the other things. I know I should be going to bed, but I'm very curious now. What else is going on? New schedule. Yes. Now, I'm not too concerned about the Dago trains and all that other stuff. They don't run that long, and I just want something that I'm going to enjoy for a couple hours if I can. Watt bar comes into play. Ooh, that's another one. Dang it. I like that one. Well, that one's going to be spawning out of... that's going to spawn out of the tunnel. Nice. What else we got? Is there anything coming out of West Colton besides the ones that are delayed? I thought there was a bunch of them. There's one that's delayed, RV. That must be ready. Probably SC as well. I imagine it's all of these. Wow. Blah, 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 blah. There's a WCRO, which I don't know what that is. What is that anyways? Roper yard. Oh, Ogden. Okay. Okie dokie. Back bar towards the end of the night. At this point, I'm not worried about the other ones. So there's Lac Bar. Okay, I see. So Lac Bar is coming into play. So whoa. 2100 is the schedule. I'm getting confused here. Yeah, that's right. So Lac Bar is set to depart at about 10 p.m. Eastern. Oh, whoa, hold on a second. That's Lac Bar, not Bar Lac. Oh, isn't that interesting? Things that make you go, Vancouver, Washington. By that time, I'm just like, okay. Well, we'll see. There'll be a lot of interesting ones to think about, but it's a really, I mean, when you look at the number of symbols that are in here, I mean, we're talking 400 symbols, approximately. 400 symbols. 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 That's well, I mean, there's yard symbols too, so you know, on an average day, I would easily guess there's at least 300 running. And what I mean by average day, I'm talking about 24 hours. A session only lasts what is it, 3 hours? So you get through 6 hours in a week. So it takes a month to get through a 24-hour day if you run 2 sessions a week. So once, you know, this is all food for thought for me. I'll probably run 4-hour sessions when I start Florida again. And I'm just mentioning this because, you know, looking ahead, I don't think I'm going to run 2 sessions. I'll probably not, until I know that there'll be enough people to do the work. And if I'm the only one doing the work, that's okay. I'm alright with it. I'm actually totally cool with it. And I don't know why I didn't think about it this way. You know, when I got away from 24/7, and I know I'm yapping, I don't care because I'm all excited about what's going on, so the excitement's good. When I got out of the whole idea of doing 24/7, and that was basically around the time where I was trying to come up with my own ideas. You know, I was looking at Florida, I was looking at various other ways of doing it. I think I don't know if Bakersfield was one. I think definitely Northeast was a big project for me because the Northeast was the one that nobody had touched. And for me, that was very important. Unfortunately, it didn't go as I planned. It just, you know, it just doesn't, you know, it wasn't for me. Beautiful looking route, but it just didn't feel right. So then I started switching towards the Southeast. Now the difference between me switching to the Southeast, there was a little bit of resistance for me to do that because there was still an RTS Southeast server, or at least there was what was becoming the Southeast server that's currently out there. And I didn't want to, you know, step on Tom's toes. I didn't want to do anything, you know, but at the same time, I knew I wanted to get something in my own way. And that's where I thought, well, you know, I'll go ahead. I can't remember how the timeline worked, but eventually, you know, both California, both the Southwest and the Southeast, right around the same time, give or take, you know, within a few months, basically went with their own forms. And it was around that same time where I was trying to get rid of the whole, because what had happened was the Southwest and Southeast had their own ways of running things, and it was getting confusing. Plus I had my own way of running things, so that was really getting confusing, and I didn't want the Wikia. Wikia is already confusing enough as it is. So it was kind of cool that they went to their own thing, both of them. In most respects, it's better that they just basically went to their own thing. For me, the reason why Florida has held on to me is because of the way it is operationally sound, and it's not too big. So I don't know why. I look back at that and I look at the 24/7 thing, and I know the 24/7 thing kind of threw me because I was like, damn, you know, you can only really run at a given point in time. You can only, you know, with AI, the rest of the time it's kind of dormant. And you know, now I see this in California, I'm thinking to myself, well, wait a minute. What if? And I mean, there's going to be some differences because there's a lot of stuff that still has to be switched during a session. especially you know, you can do some of the things, but there's other ones that actually use the main lines, especially Florida. But not everything. There's a lot that doesn't either. There's a whole whack in around Orlando that uses a lot of the industrial areas. And the other thing is, a lot of it doesn't even need it, because if you don't run a local, then and nobody's there to run a local, it'll flip. So it's pretty cool. So I think things are looking pretty cool. I'm seeing other people coming in here. Anonymous, Dave, Chris. So, yeah. So now there's some Barstow stuff there. Oh, that's for the bar West Colton, which, yeah, I ain't doing it. Leave that for somebody else. And somebody's, who's running here? Oh, Clint's back on. Well, I had to leave. So Clint's back in. He must be the dark green guy there. The anonymous walrus. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm really looking forward to not only seeing California develop the way it's going, because there's so much stuff there. And you know, before I used to see it as a weakness, because you expand too much and then you need a lot more manpower. But then when you just have enough and you space it out enough, and you leave it 24/7, and a lot of people who want to run locals, if you can get that many people, suddenly it's just like, well, wait a minute, now I got room. And then you run your sessions, and you know, then everything just kind of hams. And I think the one thing I'm going to like, there's advantages and disadvantages with both routes, but the one thing I'm going to like about Florida is I'm going to be able to run 100%. Once I run those sessions, I'll be able to run 100% capacity. There's not going to be a problem there. The only thing that will make or break the workload is how much work is going to be required in between sessions. And that's where I'll have to put a balance between what I do here, what I can do, and I need to find that out as soon as possible, actually. So come Wednesday, I'm probably going to start mocking sessions for myself in Florida, as opposed to just looking around. I'm gonna start operating it again. I'm gonna try to get into the whole, let's see what's going on. Let's see what needs to be humped. Let's see what needs to be trimmed, built, the whole thing. And I'll have to look up at some of my old notes and all that other stuff. But once that's in, and I know exactly, or not exactly, but I know a rough estimate as to what the work hours are going to be. And what I mean by work hours is the total man hours needed to keep trains on a relatively good schedule. Once I know the man hours that are required, then I can start looking at California again and balancing it. I can also look at the demand, because if the demand goes up, if it can go up high enough at a certain level, that's when there may be a second session a week come in. But for now, I'm not pushing it. I just want to start with Wednesdays. If the man hours are a lot more than I anticipate, then I'll have to maybe do it every other Wednesday. But we'll see. I will be hosting the session, or hosting the server on off hours as well. While I'm away, I may use an honor system. I'm thinking about it. I may test it out and see what happens. Not worry about the password, not worry about anything. Just let it go. If I find people are just wheelie dealy doing whatever the hell they want, not paying attention, then I'll put a password in. But until then, I'll give people the benefit of the doubt. I have the backups. That's all I need, and we'll wait and see what happens. But I kind of like the idea of rebooting in the morning and turning the server on. I won't be able to run 24/7, but I'll be able to run quite a few hours, and I might even be able to make a schedule out of it. But we'll see, because I know there's a lot of people that've been talking about running. That they can't run certain times. Now, of course, you won't be able to run mainline trains. You're going to have to either you're going to run locals or you're not. The only time you're going to be able to run mainline trains in Florida on my server is going to be on those Wednesday night sessions, unfortunately. And I regret that we don't have a weekend session, but at some point I had to make a choice. You know, what was it going to be? And Sundays, it looked like I was going to lose more Sundays than I was Wednesdays, so I just took the Wednesday. Figured it was easier. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm pretty excited. I'm stoked. Run8 is suddenly rejuvenated with me, and I mean really rejuvenated. I didn't expect that. You asked me a few weeks ago? Hell no. I don't know if it was a few weeks ago, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I was done. I was at that point. I was just like, okay, I'm done. Now I'm getting lazy as far as my programming goes. I'm not done programming. That's not done either. Okay, I want to be very, very clear about that. I'm excited about that too. The problem is, there's a difference between having fun and getting down to business and doing things you have to do if you want to make some money. And it's all about money right now. It's nothing about it. There's nothing else that's motivating me right now. Because now I've got this again. So really, am I motivated to have a dispatching simulation? No, not really. Am I motivated to have a new simulator? No, not really. Would I love ego-wise to do it? Hell yeah. Would I love ego-wise to have the AI? You damn right. But that's ego. What's going to drive me is time, a change of pace that I'm going to eventually come. There will be a cool down period. There will be a time where I know me, that where I'll start getting used to the routine, and then I'll burn out a tiny bit, and then I'll back off. But I don't think I'm going to be fully burned out, because there's lots of potential here. And who knows, maybe I'll look into the admin duties, and if there's enough demand going on in California to try to help get them going more, then we'll see. Florida's going to be my priority eventually. But Florida is smaller, so who's to say I can't do both, and help admit California and continue to do Florida. I wish I could do the Northeast, but that ain't happening, and who knows what else Run8 will come up with. So things are good again, so I'm glad to see that. But ultimately though, and it's 11:57, I'm going to let you go in 3 minutes. Ultimately, I have to start making money. I'm okay right now. I had a pretty good month, expenditure-wise, but it is basically, I'm in deficit spending. I don't like being in deficit spending. I've been in that really since I took on this job. It's a good job, but it does, compared to the cost of living that's gone up, the cost of everything else, it's not really doing enough. And I mean, this isn't a minimum wage job we're talking about here either. The problem is I have to pay whatever I have to pay. So my car is going to be paid off in a year. Once that's done, then it won't be as much, but I think I'll still be in slightly deficit spending. So But until then, I have a nice nest egg. I have plenty of investments out there as well, so I'll be fine. I'm going to be good for at least, I think, the next 2 years until I have to really press it. But to be really comfortable, I want something to happen, to get something in place, probably by this time next year. So coming off of the winter of 2019, something's got to happen. And just playing and being comfortable, it ain't going to happen. So my goal right now is to get the server up. First and foremost, I want to get that server up by the fall. Once that's happened, then I will let it do its thing. I'll continue to monitor it and do whatever it takes to keep it going, but at the same time, that's when my time will start increasing. So I'll have to balance California, I'll have to balance Florida, and then I'm going to have to balance programming. In the meantime, I'll do what little I can in between enjoying summer and all that other stuff. So, but I expect the fall until this time next year to be pretty busy as far as getting things going with the RTS software. And I'm not talking about the software for Run8. I'm talking about software that's actually going to generate an income. And who knows, it may not be the first, it might not be the last, there might be other software. I have a lot of generators, however you pronounce it. I have a lot of different ideas out there, but I got to start with something simple first, make sure it works, and then who knows, I want to write a book. There's all kinds of things I got. I have so many freaking goals and ambitions that I want to cover. There's not enough time in life for me to do everything that I really want to do. So look at me, it's midnight and I don't even want to go to bed. That's a pretty cool feeling, actually, believe it or not. Okay guys, that's it. My voice is going, I need a drink. And yeah, it's all good. So I will see you tomorrow at hopefully as close to 8:45 as I can. That would be nice. I'll change my screen for now before I go to bed, and then we'll call it. But anyways, guys, have a good one. I'll set up my screen for tomorrow night. That way, as soon as I come in, I'll just get on and hopefully get some trains that I want. But we'll see. I'm not going to beg for any. I'll take whatever's there for me. So anyways, we'll see you tomorrow night. We'll run session around 8:45 Eastern. Have a good one. We'll see you.